Hi friend, welcome to the live study. So I am going to discuss Lambda expression and Java 8 new feature for interview question. So my first question is what are new features which got introduced in a Java 8, right? There are lot of new features which were added in a Java 8. First is Lambda expression, functional interface. Functional interface, stream API, date and time API, interface default method and static method and constructor reference, collection API, enhancement, concurrency, utility enhancement, internal iteration, parallel array and parallel collection operation, type of annotations, repeatable annotation, method parameter, reflections, Nastrom, JavaScript engine, Java C enhancement, JVM changes, Java 8 compact profiles, compact 1, compact 2, compact 3, like that, JDBC 4.2, Java DB 10.10, networking security changes. Like it's a very important question for the Lambda expressions. Is a Lambda expression is a new language features allowing the treating actions and object. This is a functional interface, and an interface with the maximum one abstract method implementation can provide using a Lambda expression. Default method give us ability to add fully implementation in interface beside abstract methods. This is not JavaScript. Java based engine for executing and evaluating JavaScript code. Is another point is stream API, a special iterator class that allow processing collection of object in a functional manner, like date and time API, and improved immutable Joda times aspired date API. Okay, so move to the another questions. Another question is what are main advantage of using Java 8? What are the main advantage, right? No issue. We can get following benefits from Java SE 8 new feature: more compact code, less boilerplate code, more readable and reusable code, more testable code, parallel operations, write database like operation, better performance application, highly concurrency and highly scalable is a features. And third question is what is a Lambda expression? This is a very most important question for the interviewer. It's very most important question. Okay. Lambda expression is an anonymous function which accepts a set of input parameter and return result. Lambda expression is a block of code without any name, with or without parameters, and with or without result. This block of code is executed on demand. For the syntax is a new syntax. An operator has been introduced in Java for Lambda expression, general form of Lambda expression like optional, argument and body. Okay, like argument type list expression you can write. Third question is can you explain the syntax of Lambda expression? Definitely. So we can divide structure of Lambda expression to three parts. Like just see the example. Means like, so Suppose int a int b system.out.print ab is equal to return the is there the syntax is writing in the lambda expression. So is a lambda expression is a expression. Okay, so first is this part. Okay, this part is argument. Okay, argument, and this one is array token. Array token. Okay, array token, and third one is a statement. I'm not trying to mentally show this. Just wait. Okay, statement. Totally there are three parts divided in a lambda expression like a system.out.print. Okay, like argument. Okay, argument, array token is this one. This arrow is called array token, and this one is a statement. Is a whole, not is a single point. Is a whole, is a whole point. Return the argument. Okay, so don't be confused. So questions, just question is what is the argument list or parameter? This one, argument list and parameters. Like a lambda expression can have 0 or move 0 or more argument. You can write. It is optional also, because of if you don't write any like a int x int bit, you can also just discuss in the previous questions is a optionals. Okay, you can choose to not a declare type of argument as it is can be inferred from context. Okay, like a and b, you don't have, you cannot declare one argument type and do not declare type of other argument int a b like ab. Compiler error is occupy, right? Like just hold on. Okay, like int ab. Okay, you can decide ab. Okay, and just hold on a plus b. So a plus b. Okay, is a hold on. Okay, when there is a one single parameter, if it type is inferred, it is not a mandatory to use parameters. It is not a mandatory, right? For example, you can print also just like a arrow SOP okay, like a, you can print it. Okay, and one is the second is the array tokens, like you can say array token, just called array token. Okay, and body is very most important, like a statement. Body can have express or statement. If there is only one statement, it in a body curly braces is not needed, and the return type of the anonymous functions is same as for body expression. If there are more than one statement, then it should be in a curly braces, and return type of anonymous function is same as a value returned from code block void if nothing is returned. Okay, move to the another question. Another question is, a function what is a functional interface and what is SAM interface? A functional interface is an interface which contains one and only one abstract method. Functional interface is as also as a SAM interface because it contains only one abstract method. SAM interface is stand for single abstract method interface. Java 8 API has defined many functional interface. There are many functional interfaces already present in a Java, such as compatible, runnable. As we have only one method in a runnable, hence it is considered as a functional interface. You can read more about the functional interface. Move to the another question. This is this possible to define our own functional interface? What is functional interface annotation? What are rules to define a functional interface? As it is possible to define our own functional interface, we use Java 8 functional interface annotation to mark an interface as functional interface. We need to follow their rules to define a functional interface. Define an interface with one and only one abstract method. We cannot define more than one abstract method. Use, what is the use? Use functional interface annotation in interface definitions. You can define any number of annotation method like default method, static method. If you have override java.long.object class method as an abstract method, which does not count as an abstract method. Okay. Is iterate interface in a functional interface annotation mandatory to define a functional interface? What is the use of the iterate functional interface annotations? Why do we need functional interface in a Java? It is not mandatory to define as a functional interface with iterate annotation, iterate functional interface annotation. If we do not want, we can omit this annotation. However, if we use it in functional interface definitions, Java compiler forced to use one and only one abstract method inside that interface. Why do we need functional interface? The type of a Java 8 Lambda expression is a functional interface. Wherever we use Lambda expression, that means we are using functional interface. Okay, move to the another question. What is mandatory reference in a Java 8? Yeah, method reference is used refer method of functional interface. It is nothing but compact way of Lambda expression. You can simply replace Lambda expression with method interface. A class double semicolon method name. It's a very most important question. Internal iteration. When we want to perform pipeline operation, we want to achieve better performance. Another question is, are you aware of data and time API introduced in Java 8? What the issue with old date and time API? Issue with old date and time: thread safety, performance, more readability. Thread safety. We might be already aware that java.util.date is immutable and not thread safe because of mutable is not a thread safe. When even java.text.simple data format date format is also not a thread safe. New Java 8 date and time API are thread safe. Performance. Java 8 new API are better in performance than older Java API. More readability. Old APIs such as calendar and date are poorly designed and hard to understand. Java 8 date and time API are easy to understand and compatible with iOS standard. Move to another question. Explain difference between collection API and a stream API. It's a most important difference. Collection. It's available since Java 1.8, but it is introduced in a Java 8. Stream API is introduced in a Java 8. It is used to store data as a set of object in a collection API. It is used to compute date computation on a set of object in a stream API. We can use both splitter and iterator to iterate elements. We can use for each to perform an action for each element of this stream. But we cannot use splitter or iterator to iterate element. You cannot use an stream API. It is used to store unlimited number of elements, but stream API is used to process on element of collection. Typically, it is used external iteration concept to iterate elements such as iterator. Stream API use internal iteration to iterate elements using for each method. Collection object is contract eagerly. Stream object is a contract lazily. We add element to collection object only after it is computed completely, but we can add element to stream object without any prior computation. That means stream object are compute on demand. We can iterate and consume elements from a collection object and at any number of times. We can iterate and consume elements from a stream object only once. Move to the another question. What is optional in a Java 8? What is the use of the optional? Advantage of Java 8 optional. Optional is a final class introduced as a part of Java 8. It is defined in a java.util package. It is used to represent optional objects that are either exist or not exist. It can contain either one value or zero value. If it contains a value, we can get it. Otherwise, we can get nothing. It is bounded collection, that is, it contains at most one element only. It is an iterative to the null value. The main advantage of optional is it is used to avoid null check. It is used to avoid null pointer exception. Another question. Comparator method is a functional interface, but I see a lot of other method in a comparator method. Then how is it a single abstract method interface? Very most important questions for the interview room. Java 8 is possible for an interface to have default method and static method. So in a functional interface there may be other default method and static method, but there must be only one abstract method. A functional interface can specify object class public method to in additional to the abstract method. That interface will still be a valid functional interface. The public object method are considered implicit member of a functional interface as they are automatically implemented by an instance of functional interface. Thank you for valuable response. Thank you for listening and patience. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe